mother. My old man was another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder were desire, this old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Hey, it's Donny A. I'm going to teach you how to play Angels from Montgomery by Prine. The song is also recorded by Raitt. She's got a really good version, and Susan Tedeschi, and I'm sure there's many more. So this song is in the key of G. And there's an intro, and on that intro you're going to palm mute with your palm on the bridge here. And the way that intro goes is you have a G chord. I typically play it with my pinky and ring fingered on the 3rd fret of the B and high E strings. It just makes it, for me, it makes it easier to do this little lick. But you could play it like this if you'd like, with just your pinky down on the high E. But for this, you just strum the G chord once, and then you hammer on to the 2nd fret of the A string, and then you strum the C chord once. So it's G, hammer 2nd fret of the A to C, and then it's hammer on to the 2nd fret of the A, and then pluck the D string twice open and hammer on to the 2nd fret of the D, and then you pluck the G string once. So we'll go through that second part again. So it's C, hammer on to the A, pluck the D string twice with a hammer on that second, after that second pluck, and then pluck the G string once and let that ring out. Oh, and that is open. And you don't really just let that open G at the end of this lick ring out. You kind of mute it with your hand when you start the lick again. That's the intro. It's a fun little intro to play. That intro is after every chorus to get back into the verse, except after the last chorus. The last chorus just ends on the G chord. So getting into the verse is you're gonna want to play this soft. So you can palm mute it, but if you don't palm mute it, you're not gonna want to strum heavy. You're gonna strum light. And this is the verse. You do G to C, G to C 3 times, to D, back to G, and that's the end of the verse. And it does that through twice. So if we run through that, it's I am an old woman named after my mother. Man is another child that's grown old. And what's happening there on that D chord is the D doesn't go through 1, 2, 3, 4. It kind of ends on like 3 and then the 4 is back on the G chord. So it's pushing back to the G chord from the D. So it's child that's grown old. that first strum on the G is really like the fourth of the previous measure. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you start. So you're on that G chord a little longer than you typically would be if it was just a straight measure through of the D chord. I am an old woman named after my mother. My own man is another child that's grown. Dreams were lightning, thunder were desire. This old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel who flies from Montgomery. So that's the chorus right there. So it's a G chord, an F bar chord, F major bar chord, to a C chord, to a G. So that F chord kind of turns this into like a Mixolydian chorus or something like that. It really brings out the chorus and makes this song what it is, in my opinion. Is that G to the F to the C to the G. And you do that, and then at the end of the chorus. At the end of the chorus, you're, instead of playing through the G chord on the end of it, so let me just look at the lyrics here. So, believe in this living is just a hard way to go. So what you want to do is go right back into that intro lick. So right at the end of that chorus, instead of strumming the G the whole time, what you do is go right into that intro lick. And because that is basically one measure right there, that G to C, you play that 3 times before you go into the next verse. When I was a young girl. So fun song to play. Nice little lick to get in between your chords that you can work on that little lick, and it's going to help you out with adding like little embellishments to your chords and things like that. Fun song to play, fun song to sing. I really enjoy this one. Hope you do too. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.